Okay, guys, let's get started. So, first of all, I welcome you all to this Microsoft Intune training session. This is the first day of the session. Okay, so in today's session, I'm going to talk about Intune historical background. Then, why do we need Intune in corporate environment? What all things you can achieve using Intune, right? Then, the architectural diagram of Intune, how Intune is designed by Microsoft. Then we are going to discuss about what is the benefit of implementing Intune in organization and why you should learn Intune. Okay, and then Intune licensing cost, right? And the lab setup. So these are the things which we are going to learn in today's session. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Kashif. I am from India, Mumbai. I have somewhere around 15 years of practical IT experience. I work as architect, wherein my roles and responsibility is to design and implement technologies for organizations. I have expertise on various platforms like Intune, SCCM, Active Directory, Azure, PowerShell, application packaging, Microsoft 365. I have completed my master's in information technology, and I have completed various Microsoft. I am basically a Microsoft certified professional. In terms of with regards to training, I have total 10 years of experience, wherein I have trained more than 40,000 students globally. This is my website and email address, guys. So that's about me. Now I'm going to take you to the next slide, which talks about Microsoft Intune. So Microsoft Intune, as you all know, it's a Microsoft product. Microsoft developed this product and released in the market for public use in the year 2010. So when this product came into the market, at that time, there were so many competitors were there, like Workspace ONE. Previously, we used to call it as AirWatch. That was a VMware product, right? Mobile Iron, right? Then Soti, BlackBerry. There were so many players already there in the market. So Intune came late in the market in terms of mobile device management and mobile application management. Okay. So it was going okay from 2010 to 2018 or 19, right? But after 2018, what happened in the year 2019? The COVID started, right? And people started working from home. And by that time, between this 8 years, the Intune evolved from basic to advanced mobile device management and mobile application management. So most of the companies have already been migrated to Intune from AirWatch or from different uh, MDM and MAM application. So after COVID-19, what happened? It accelerated. It's now moving like a monster. So it is the leading product in terms of managing mobile devices and mobile applications. Why? Because what happened after COVID-19, people started working from home. So most of the people are working, either they are working completely from home or it's a hybrid nature, like a few days they go to office and few days they work from home, right? So the computers what they were using, like laptops, okay, it faced, during COVID we faced a lot of challenges to send policies to the devices, right? Because most of the organizations were using SCCM. SCCM was basically SCCM is basically managing devices over the LAN network inside office premises. But when the device is outside on the internet, it's difficult to manage SCCM managed devices. So in COVID, what happened? People started working from home, and Intune came as the savior. People started moving from SCCM to Intune or from different third party products to Intune so that the devices can be managed over the internet. That's the best part of Intune. So what Intune does, it does mobile device management and mobile application management. That's the core functionalities of Intune. Okay. So in in mobile devices, what all devices you can manage? You can manage basically Windows 10, Windows 11 devices. That's the major functionalities of Intune. Other products like SOTI or BlackBerry or AirWatch, they were focusing only on iOS and iPad devices, iOS, iPad, and Android devices. But Intune focuses on all the operating system, all the leading operating system basically. So you can manage Windows 10, Windows 11 devices, whether it's a computer, desktop, or a laptop or a virtual machine, right? It can also manage MacBook. Intune can manage MacBook. Intune can manage Android devices. Intune can manage Windows 10 or Windows 11 mobile phones. Intune can manage iOS devices like iPad or iPhone. Plus, Intune can manage Linux boxes as well. So it is covering all the major operating system all over the globe. These are the major operating systems, right? So Intune is managing all these operating systems. Managing means what? Managing means controlling the devices. You can send policies to the devices. You can collect inventories of the devices. You can deploy applications to the devices, or you can wipe the device. Suppose somebody needs any application, you can deploy application from Intune. If somebody lost his device, you can wipe out the device, factory reset the device. You can deploy device configuration policies, to restrict the some of the features of the device or make some changes in the device. So as Intune administrator, you will get a console, Intune console. So from Intune console, you will be creating policies and deploying to the devices. So Intune will be supplying policies to all your devices in your organization. And why do we need it? It is mandatory to manage the devices. Otherwise, what will happen? People will download. Suppose you give laptop to your employee, they will download Facebook, they will download YouTube, they will download Instagram, some unauthorized software. So you will lose control. You will not be able to control the devices if you don't manage the devices, right? So you will also not be able to control if user is copying your official data, your corporate data in pen drive and supplying it to somebody else outside. You will not be able to control it until you manage. So what we do, we will manage the device in such a way that these things like USB will not be working. Then a user cannot download and install any software. User cannot you know send data from computer to somewhere outside. So all these things, activities, we can control. Plus we can also manage the applications. So device management, we have discussed about it. Now we will discuss about the device mobile application management. So Intune does mobile MDM, mobile device management, and mobile application management. So you can create policies of the application, how application will function in the device, how it will open, what will be the authentication. Will it ask for the 4-digit pin or 6-digit pin? What will be the password combination? When the password will get expired? If user is trying to copy the data, Outlook data, okay, from Outlook to Gmail, for example, will it allow user to copy from Teams to Gmail? Will it allow the user to copy? So mobile device management and mobile application management we do from Intune. So this is basically the core functionalities of Intune. There are many other functionalities of Intune, but the actual uh, this is the main purpose of Intune. Why people implement Intune in their organization. So that is what MDM and MAM. Intune main functionality is mobile device management and mobile application management inside the device. Now, how the devices are being managed? So the devices are being managed like this. Suppose you are in Mumbai. Let's say you are located in Mumbai, right? This is you, right? And all your devices are being controlled from your Intune portal. So all devices will have to be enrolled into Intune. You see, Sydney has 1,000 devices. Toronto has 4,000 devices. Dubai has 8,000 devices. Paris has 10,000 devices. Suppose this is your organization information. Let's say the organization name is ABC Private Limited. Now, in that company, there are various branch offices and a headquarter. The headquarter is in New York, for example. New York, there are 3,000 devices in New York. So in New York, we have Windows 10 devices, Windows 11 devices, then Apple devices like MacBook, Android, iPhone. So all the devices from New York, we have to enroll into Intune. All the devices from Berlin, we have to enroll into Intune, right? We need to enroll all these devices into Intune. So once the device enrollment is done, we will then be able to control the devices. We'll be able to send policies to the devices, right? Okay. We'll be able to send policies. We'll be able to send application. We can wipe out the devices. We can factory reset the devices. We can block camera of the devices. We can block Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, tethering. There are many things which you can do it on the devices once the device is enrolled into Intune, right? So this is how the device management is done. You don't have to travel anywhere. So suppose somebody calls from London that they need Google Chrome in 100 devices. You can create policy and send it to the London devices. Google Chrome will get installed on those 10,000 devices. Suppose somebody calls from Mumbai, they need uh, Microsoft Office application in their computers, in 20,000 computers. You can create a policy and send Microsoft Office in 20,000 computers. Somebody lost his laptop in Dubai, you can send policy to wipe out the device, factory reset the device. Okay. So uh, using Intune, you can control the devices all over the globe. So that's the benefit of Intune, right? Let me take you to the next slide, which talks about how Intune is designed. Now, do we have to build any server in our organization? Do we have to set up the infrastructure in the office premises, or how does that is configured? So basically, you don't have to configure anything in your office premises. Everything is configured by Microsoft on Azure Cloud Data Center. Microsoft has configured everything on Azure Cloud Data Center. So on premises, you don't have to do anything. Okay. It's all done by Microsoft. What does that, just like Gmail? Gmail is what? It's a SaaS product. Do you build any Gmail server to receive emails? No, you don't do that. You just take the subscription, you create your Gmail account, and that's it. You start sending and receiving emails. Got it? SaaS product. SaaS means software as a service. Okay, so you create your Intune account. So your Intune account will get created in Azure Cloud Data Center. So Azure Cloud Data Center is present in more than 60 countries now. Data center is what? It's a public, Azure is what? It's a public data center. Anyone can create their Intune account there. It's not a private data center. Private means only for certain company, they can create their configuration there. Okay. This is public data center. So in public data center, um, it is present in more than 60 countries now. So some of them are present in North America, then some of them are in South America, European countries, India, then China, right? Asia, Southeast Asia, then Australia. So depends on your location, your account will get created. So suppose you are in India, right? Your account will get created either in India Central or India South. Okay. So depends on your location. Suppose you are in India South location, your account will get created in India South data center. If you are close to India Central location, your account will get created in India Central location. Okay. So your account gets created based on the location, the data center which is closest to you, your subscription will get created there. So how that is done? Let me show you the data center outside view. So suppose this is India South data center. Let's assume this is India South data center. Suppose this is located in Hyderabad. Okay, let's assume that this is present in Hyderabad. So this is the data center. This is the outside view of the data center. It's like a general building, right? And in that building, you have like floors, multiple floors. Okay, these are like multiple floors wherein um, you have uh, multiple rooms. Inside that, you will have multiple rooms, right? So suppose the first floor and the second floor is for Intune. So only Intune dedicated servers are running on the first floor and the second floor. So first floor, right? First floor and second floor. Let's assume that. Okay. So you have Intune services running on first floor and second floor. Now let's go inside the data center. So I'm going to take you to the inside view of the data center. So this is the inside view of the data center. So how the things are designed? These are all designed by Microsoft. Now you don't have to build all these things in your office premises. That's not required, because if you do that, it will be expensive for you. You will have to, have a space, big space. Then you have to maintain it using, you need to have good internet connectivity. Plus you have to have this architecture, plus the air conditioning should be there as per the requirement. Then the electricity cost is there. Then people who will be coming in, you need to have some data center guys as well. So there are a lot of things which are involved in this one, and you will have to pay for it, right? So it is better to take the services from somebody who is providing. So we will basically take this Intune services, and this is the inside view of the data center. So this is the container. As you see, these are the container. Okay, this is container basically. Like this is one container, right? Inside that container, you have multiple racks. As you see, these are the racks. Okay, and in each rack, you have high configured servers. High configured servers. So servers are there, network connectivities are there, load balancing is there. There are many things. As you see, the wires are there on the top. The connecting wires are there, right? So these are the high configured servers. So this is the inside view of the data center. So Azure, Intune is configured on Azure Service Fabric cluster. Azure Service Fabric cluster. Azure Service Fabric cluster, ASFC. What is Azure Service Fabric cluster? The cluster is a combination of multiple containers. Like 1000 container is called one cluster. Let's assume 1000. It's not a real number, but many cluster, many containers, combine them together are called a cluster. So 1000 containers, for example, 1000 containers are is called one service fabric cluster. So in that cluster, you will have 1000. Give me 1 minute, please. Sorry, guys, I had to receive an urgent call. Okay, so the 1000 containers, let's assume that 1000 container is called one Azure Service Fabric cluster. In that cluster, you will have 1000 container. In that 1000 container, you will have like 500,000 servers. Okay, high configured servers. Okay, and the servers are basically web servers are running. So Intune is configured on the server, high configured server. So when you create your account, so your account will get created here. Okay, and your space and my space will be different. Suppose your account is created here and my account is created here, so I cannot access your space and you cannot access my space. So each account will have a separate space, so we will get some access. When you create your Intune account, you will get some access, and nobody else will have that kind of access what you have. I mean, nobody else will be able to access your space basically. So it is called tenancy. Just like uh, we take the tenancy, right, the space from to live in, right? So we take the space, and basically we call it as tenant, Intune tenant. Okay, so that will be your Intune tenant. Nobody else will have permission to that one. So this is how the Intune is designed in the Azure cloud data center. Now we will see the actual uh, architectural diagram. So this is the actual architectural diagram inside the server. Okay, so first I took you here. You see, first this is the global view, right? Then the outside view of the data center, then the inside view of the data center, and finally this is the Intune architecture. So this is the Intune architectural diagram which is designed by Microsoft. So in this, everything is controlled and managed by Intune, I mean Microsoft. You don't have to add any feature or remove any feature. You don't have to do anything. And if any upgrade they do, it will get upgraded automatically. You don't have to have any you will not have any downtime or something. So Microsoft is upgrading it on its own, maintaining it, and keeping it on online all the time. So that is Microsoft responsibility. Now, when you get Intune console, basically when you create your Intune subscription, you get web console. From that web console, you do what? Configuration and reporting. Then your information goes to Graph API. Graph API is like a connecting bridge between you and Intune in the backend, Intune service in the backend. So Graph API is the communication bridge between you and the Intune services. Whatever the configuration you do, your configuration will get recorded and it will be passed on to Microsoft Intune services. Intune services will then pass on your data either to configure devices or protect data and then manage application. Depends on your requirement. Okay, so this is how the things are done in the backend. Then Intune has various integration. Intune has integration with Microsoft Entra ID, Microsoft SCCM, right? Then it has integration with various Play Store like App Store, Google Play Store, Microsoft Store. Then it has integration with Microsoft 365, managed Google Play app, Microsoft Defender. Then it is a SaaS product, as we discussed about it. It has integration with Google Cloud. Then you can manage these kind of devices like Windows devices, Mac OS, Android, iOS, iPad, Linux. Plus you can manage applications on these devices, iOS and iPad and Android. You can deploy updates um, on your devices using Windows Update for Business. Okay, you can do Windows Autopilot. These are basically the high level diagram, which we will discuss later on when we do the actual practical session. Then you will get more clear picture. Right now you just see this is a high level diagram, okay, like a top level diagram, which will give you some kind of some information about Intune. Okay guys, so this is Intune architecture. Now the next slide talks about the Intune competitors. Now somebody said you were working on AirWatch Workspace 1, which is now Workspace 1. Previously, we used to call it as AirWatch. That's a VMware product. VMware is also purchased by Broadcom. Broadcom has purchased VMware. So
Broadcom,
now
yes.
it's a Broadcom
Broadcom,
product.
yes.
Yeah. So there are, when Intune came in the market, many players were already there in the market, like BlackBerry, then Mobile Iron, Workspace ONE, right? IBM Mass 360, Hexnode, MDM, Jamfro. But after 2019, it is now moving like a monster. Wherever you go, you will find Intune. People are basically getting migrated from these products to Intune. Why? Because these products are focusing mostly on iOS and iPad and Android. These products are focusing mostly on mobile devices, but Intune is focusing on all kind of devices, like Windows devices, Windows 10 and Windows 11, right? So Intune can manage Windows 10, Windows 11, then iOS devices, and then Android devices, then iPhone, right? Then iPad, right? Then you can manage Android TV as well, Android tab as well. You can manage Linux devices as well, MacBook, right? You can manage Mac operating system. So Intune has capability to manage all kind of leading operating system, all kind of devices. That is the reason it is now everywhere. Wherever you go, you will find Intune. This is the leading product now. However, it came in the market late in 2010. By that time, already these products were already there in the market. But Intune superseded everyone. That is the reason you have more vacancies for Intune. You have more vacancies for Intune administrator. People are offering good salary for Intune administrator. Okay. Why Intune is the best choice for your organization? Why not these third-party products, right? Because it is easy to deploy. You don't have to install any servers in your office premises. You don't have to maintain the server. Nothing. You just create the subscription and that's it, right? Second, it is easy to integrate with other Microsoft products because it's a Microsoft product, so it can gel with other Microsoft product easily. Unified management, and that's right. It everything is in one umbrella, right? It's a SaaS product, software as a service, and the best part is it is cheaper. It is cheaper for Microsoft customers. So people are in organization, we already take subscription from Microsoft, like Microsoft 365 or Microsoft 365 E3 or E5 license, or we take enterprise mobility plus security license, right? So Intune is already included in that one. So you don't have to take extra license. That's the best part. And that is the reason it is cheaper than other third-party products. Okay. Cross-platform, like it has support for Android and iOS and Mac devices. Automation and efficiency, you can automate various tasks in Intune. Your employee will not have to come to office. Your employee can work from anywhere, and Intune will still be managing the devices as long as the devices have internet connection. Comprehensive device management solution. The things which are included in Intune, it's not to be found in any other Intune competitors. So hundreds of device configurations, policies and compliance policies and all. Then security and compliance, right? Configuration profile, application management, conditional access. You can provide access only on certain condition. You can block access if the condition is not met, right? Then more enhanced security feature than its competitors. Simplified device enrollment and provisioning. The devices will get enrolled easily. You don't have to have a lengthy process to enroll the devices. Okay. So these are the things which is need, these are the reason why Intune is the best choice for your organization, guys. Okay. Now, why you should learn Intune? So before you guys are going to learn Intune, right? So you should do some market research, okay, before you learn any new product. Not, I'm not talking about only Intune, but anything which you are going to learn, you should do some market research for that one. Suppose if you learn Lotus Note now, Lotus Note, it was a good technology in 90s, to receive emails and all, but it is gone in from the market. So there is no point learning this Lotus Note. So you should learn something which is running in the market and which is flexible, which has a good opportunity in the market, which has a good salary, also which is sustainable in the market, which is matured, right? So all these things are present in Intune. So I have done market research for Intune. So it's a matured product. It is there in the market for the past 15 years, guys, since 2010. It's there in the almost all big size and medium size organization. Wherever you go, either you are in HCL or you are in Infosys or any big size organization or medium size organization, almost everyone is either on Intune or they are migrating towards Intune, or they are planning to migrate towards Intune, right? So vacancies are there all over the places because the way Intune is managing devices all over the globe. So that's the reason you have good vacancies in the market, good salary. You can earn somewhere around 50 US dollar per hour. I don't know about Australia, guys, because generally I don't have much people from Australia because of the time issue. Generally, my students
You'll
are
get
from
55,
US and
$55 per hour.
$55. Okay.
Yeah.
So generally my students are from US and Canada, and this is the figure in US, Canada. So average salary 50 US dollar per hour. And those who are in India, don't get disheartened. You will get somewhere around 800,000 Indian rupees per annum. This is uh, annual salary.
Is that a good
Okay.
salary in India?
Average salary. This is average salary. So
Average.
it's a good
So
salary, right? Some people are getting 16, some of my students are getting 25 as well. So it's a good salary, guys. But the only thing is you can't get these kind of salary initially. You will have to spend at least a couple of years, right? So average salary. Now, who can learn Intune? Anyone from IT and non-IT background can easily learn this one. Why? Because you don't need to learn any programming languages, no coding languages, no Python, no Java, no SQL, no C, C++. No coding languages are required here. All GUI based. You just follow some steps, predefined steps to achieve your task. Okay. Now, if you are stuck somewhere in, let's say you have some issues related to Intunes or some requirement coming from your management or from your clients, then online resources are available. You just Google it out or go to Chat GPT or find some good resources. You will get n number of websites or n number of materials which will guide you for your issues related to Intune and request. Good career path, you can make your career as Intune level 1, level 2, level 3, and then architect. Okay. Abbas is already an architect, so you are on the highest level.
iOS and Android. Yeah, iOS and Android.
Okay.
I always get a bit of packet less because of Windows. Yeah,
Right.
that's where yeah
Mm,
I'm trying to get that level. But it's a very good market. Yeah, even my other
mm,
managers appreciate that Indian product. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, guys. So these are the things why you should learn Intune. These are the factors, reason behind learning Intune. Okay. Now, Intune licensing and subscription option. License cost is very it's very cheap for Microsoft customers, because those who are Microsoft customers, they are basically using Microsoft 365 licensing, either 365 E3 or Microsoft 365 E5 license, and Intune is already included in that one. Intune is already included in that one. Okay. Or you can take a standalone license that's going to cost you $8 per hour per user per month. $8 per user per month Intune cost. Okay, so suppose you have 1,000 users, you will have to spend 8,000 US dollar monthly basis. Or you can take enterprise mobility plus security license, EMS license, and that is gonna Intune is included in that one. Okay, so this is also cheaper. I mean, this is the best option. We will also take this one, Microsoft 365. We will take the free trial in our training. Okay, so that's the best option, Microsoft 365, E3 or E5. Now let's talk about the lab requirement. I think I had sent you some links, guys, right, to download. So on your computer, the minimum configuration what is required on your computer, because we will be doing the practical, theory plus practical. Okay, without practical, you will not be able to get the complete picture. When you do the practical yourself, I will be giving you the live scenario examples, live scenario assignments, so that when you do it yourself, you will get more confident. So um, Intune is basically, I mean, we need a computer, a virtual machine on a physical machine. So basically, you need either a desktop or a laptop. Either you have to have a desktop or a laptop. So that computer operating system should be Windows 10 or Windows 11 or Mac OS, anything, either Windows 10 or Windows 11 or Mac OS. So you need one computer. That's the basic requirement. On that computer, you need to have 8 GB RAM minimum, 4 logical processor minimum, and 100 GB free hard disk space minimum. So this is basically your minimum requirement for Intune lab setup. Okay, minimum requirement. You also need to have Visa or Master credit card or debit card to create your Intune account. The Microsoft 365 E3 or E5 license, you need to have credit or debit card, and you need to have Android and iOS device. Okay, so these are the requirements on your computer, plus you need to have credit card, plus you need to have mobile phone. So what is our plan? The plan is we will create one virtual machine, because the physical machine what you have, the laptop, your laptop, we will not be managing your laptop, right? Because we will be sending some policies, we will be blocking camera, we will be blocking Bluetooth, we will be formatting the device, factory resetting the device, we will be upgrading the device from Windows 10 to Windows 11. So all those things we are going to do on the virtual machine, not on the physical computer. Okay, so we will have a test machine, and that test machine will be controlled from Intune. Okay, so that machine, virtual machine, we will control from Intune. Plus, we will send some policies on your iOS or Android device. If you have a spare device, then it is well and good. If you don't have a spare device, then we will be at least enrolling the personal device to see how the things are done in production environment. So these are the things which are for lab setup. So I have given you some links, guys. VMware, uh, VMware workstation, right? I don't know whether you guys have downloaded it or not. Second, I asked you to download Windows 10 ISO image file, Windows 10 ISO, so that we can build one Windows 10 machine. So we need to build one Windows 10 machine, guys. Okay, so that is one thing which is required. Now let's talk about the syllabus. So Intune tinyurl.com Intune syllabus. Okay, so Intune syllabus, if you don't have it, I will share that with you. So here the things are mentioned. We are going to discuss about all these things step by step. Okay. Um, so like introduction to Entra ID and admin console, Entra ID join versus Entra ID hybrid join, versus intra ID registered. Okay, multi-factor authentication, MDM authority, right? Then enrollment status page, monitor, bulk user creation, CNAME validation, right? LOB application deployment, Win32-bit application deployment. And then the last one is deploy these things. Enroll Linux devices, enroll Mac devices, iOS devices, and Android devices. Okay, so let me close this. Now let's talk about the exam MD102. After this training, if you would like to take exam, you have to take this exam.
Kashif, sorry,
Uh,
one question. Uh,
1
the
minute.
sharing of, sorry,
I
yeah.
will come back to you. Now the exam is MD102. This is the exam which you need to take, okay, and become certified. This exam cost is um, 165 US dollar if you are in United States. Australia, let me see what is the price in Australia, AUS. Australia, 140 USD. It's a little cheaper in Australia. Okay. In India, I think it's the cheapest one in India, 4,865. Okay. So that's the exam cost, and that is MD102. Now, let's talk about we will discuss the questions. So if you guys have any questions, let me know.
Yeah. So sharing of the resources, are you doing in this meeting, Teams meeting? Because I can see the whole history having so many recordings, or in our group chat in WhatsApp. How will you, like,
No,
for example,
w- w-
this PDF you want to share, of course, you'll be sharing few resources. So will you be sharing in this team chat or our normal WhatsApp chat?
WhatsApp. Everything will be done on WhatsApp.
Good. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because the thing is, I can see the history of all items in this meeting chat. So
Mhm.
I said, okay, it look a bit confusing. Yeah. Yeah,
No, no,
yeah,
no,
that's
no,
good.
no,
That's
no.
good. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Any other question, guys, from anyone?
One more from my side. Sorry. So
So, all good.
sharing the bank
Go ahead.
details for the payment, Kashif.
I will send that to you on WhatsApp. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Any other question from anyone?
Yeah, Vedula here.
Yes, Ubedullah.
Yeah, currently I am working as a tech support, like in Infosys. So, how easy for me if I do this course to upgrade for myself into Intune? Like whether I need to go directly to the L2 or like L1. So, and what exposure for L1, L2, L3, and L4 in the market for Intune?
Okay, L1 part you are already doing it. As you said, you are helping people in enrollment of devices, right? You are checking some of the
Yes,
issues. So L1 part you are
yes,
already
correct.
doing it. Now the level of training what I am giving is the L2 support, L2 part one. Okay. I mean from starting from
Okay,
L2 and it will go up to L3. Okay. So now in Intune, you will let me log into Intune portal, intune.microsoft.com. Now you will in level one what you do you will have limited permission on Intune, like checking whether the user has um, license or not, or whether the
yes, correct.
policies are applied to the proper group or not. You can add devices
Yes,
into
correct.
group, some very little permission you will have in
Yes,
level one. Now in level two you basically create policies. So you will get a requirement
okay,
and then you will create policy according to the requirement. For example, you go to the devices and
okay,
go to Windows and you can create configuration policy, compliance policy, you can deploy PowerShell script, group policy, migration, all these things. Your Windows update policy, you can do it. So level 2. Then level 3, you basically do the migration thing. Suppose you have people coming from SCCM world, right? You migrate them in Intune, right?
okay.
People coming from different like workspace one, right? So you migrate them here in Intune, right? So these kind of levels we have. So level 1 you are already doing it,
Okay.
so you don't have to worry about it. And since you are you are from IT world, so it will be easier for you to learn easily, because you are already familiar with this one. Hope that
Okay.
answered the question.
Does it require prior knowledge of SCCM or any other tools?
It does not need, but if you have knowledge, then it is an added advantage. But it does not, it's
Okay.
not a mandatory requirement. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Intune is taking information from where? From intra ID. All the user information is
Yes.
coming.
Correct.
So all the users
Yes. Correct.
are information is getting synchronized from intra ID. All the devices
Correct.
information is coming from intra ID. License information
Correct.
is coming from Microsoft 365, right? Device vulnerability report is coming from Microsoft Microsoft Defender portal, security portal. So Intune is taking
Okay.
information, some of the bits and pieces, like some of the information coming from Entra, some information coming from 365, some information coming from Defender portal, some information coming from SCCM for co-managed devices. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Any other question from anyone?
Um, Sorry, last. Um,
Last. Okay.
do you,
Yeah.
um, so as I've seen your experience that you've come from a CCM background, um, you would have definitely migrated SCCM, of course, done migrations from SCCM to Intune. Do you have any other classes for SCCM as well? Do you train on SCCM at this stage, as SCCM is like going out, but still the skills are needed. Experience is experience. Do you also do take SCCM or just Intune?
You see, I told you, I have total like 10 years of experience in IT
Yes.
world,
Yeah.
teaching, total 15 plus experience. But I think I have been training on SCCM for the past 7 years. I mean,
Right.
out
Yeah.
of 10 years, 7 years I did SCCM, but for the past 3 years, mostly on Intune, little bit SCCM, because I'm not getting
Mm.
requirements. I'm not getting
Yeah, I'm
requirements.
saying there are jobs here where one of the person approached me saying, if you have got skills around migrating all SCCM to Intune devices. I mean, I've watched few videos. Of course, there's a few clicks, then all the devices go co-managed, right? And but after that, there's GPOs and everything that has to get migrated. That's another big thing, right? But yeah, look, majority of the flavor what we are getting at this stage is definitely on Intune. Like my company, one person was there, like you, definitely. Since 2006 or 8, he was doing SCCM and then Intune, but he searched a job, went away. But company could not get a person having both, so they just got Intune guy on Windows. That's it. Only Windows Intunes. He just says he doesn't
Okay.
know SCCM. For SCCM, we just pay some vendor and take services. A little bit,
Oh.
but we do majority on Intune. Yeah, exactly. You're correct. Exactly. Everything is getting retarded with SCCM slowly,
Mhm.
and eventually, and that's what
But
Microsoft has planned.
yeah, but SCCM will still be there in the market. SCCM will not
Yeah.
be phased out. Why? Why? Because the servers are being managed by SCCM. Intune cannot manage servers. So SCCM will not, it's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. It will be there, but only for servers. Understood?
Mm,
So server
mm.
management will still be there in SCCM, but device management like Windows 10, Windows 11, maybe in future, Windows 10 is getting retired the support is getting expired in October, right? So only Windows 11 will be there, and so all client machines plus the Android, then iPhone, then iOS, then MacBook, Linux, they will be there in Intune. Okay, so
Pardon.
now let's talk about the duration of this class. Since you guys have joined the the session, we are doing weekdays, right? Yeah, today is Monday, sorry. So we are going to start the session at 2:30, right? So Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday. We will do the session at 2:30 p.m. To 4 p.m. Okay. The 1.5 hour session, guys. Because generally I do 1 hour session, back to back 1 hour session, but here I'm getting little more breather. I don't have any session after this, so we have some half an hour breathing space, so that in case if you guys have questions, or if you guys are stuck somewhere, then we will do this some troubleshooting during that time. So 1.5 hour session, Monday to Friday, from 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. India time. This is India time. You guys convert in your local time zone. I don't know what time is there at your end. Okay, so that is India time. Okay, now second thing is, it's gonna take how much time it is gonna take to finish all the topics. So maximum 45 days training. Okay, maximum 45 days training, wherein we will cover everything like Windows part, then iOS part, then MacBook, then iPhone, then sorry, iPhone comes in iOS, Android, right? Plus we will do Linux. Okay, so these parts we are going to cover in 45 days training. And what all things you are going to get in this training. So you will get theory plus practical knowledge. Okay, now what all things are included in this one? So you will get Intune study material, study which nobody studies. Okay, Intune study materials, materials. Okay, plus you will get what? You will get recordings. Every day we are recording the session. So right now the session is getting recorded. So after the session gets over, you will get the recording on WhatsApp. You can watch the recording online. So you will get recording, plus you will get exam dumps. Okay, plus you get a sample resume, CV, sample CV, so that you can make your Intune make your CV like Intune administrator level 1 or level 2 administrator. Okay, sample CV. Then you will get interview question and answer, the common question and answer which are generally being asked in the interviews. Okay, then the last thing is course completion certificate. Course completion certificate. So these are the things which you are going to get during the training. Now the last thing is exam support. I will help you with the exam passing. You will be able to pass this exam MD102. If you are interested after the training, you let me know. I'll help you pass the exam. So these are the things which are going to be you will be getting in this training session, guys. Now each one of you need to have a computer with minimum 8 GB RAM, 4 logical processor, and 100 GB hard disk space. Now, how will you check the configuration in your computer? So I hope everyone is using Windows. If anyone using Mac, then let me know. I take it as no. Okay, so nobody is taking using Mac. So here you have to, on your Windows computer, whether it is Windows 10 or Windows 11, you need to search system information. When you click on system information, it's going to give you some information. So on your computer, you have to search like this. Okay, so you need to check the operating system. What is your operating system? The operating system will be either Windows 10 or Windows 11. So you have to check. So either Windows 10 or Windows 11, both is going to work. Both of them are going to work. So you need to have either Windows 10 or Windows 11 on your laptop. Second thing is the processor. How much processor you got? The logical processor. Minimum 4 logical processor is needed. Minimum 4. I got 8 logical processor. So it is more than sufficient. Similarly, you check at your end. How much processor is there? Third thing is the RAM. The total, sorry, installed physical memory. So RAM, I got 32 GB of RAM. Okay, so minimum is what? 8 GB is needed. 8 GB RAM is needed. 8 gigabyte. Okay, so 32 GB is the minimum, I mean 8 GB is the minimum requirement. So first thing operating system, second processor, and the third one is RAM. Next is hard disk. You check the hard disk. How will you check the hard disk? You open any folder, okay, and go to this PC at the left hand side. Check the hard disk space. So I am running out of a space, guys, because I have a lot of things which I need to clean up. So you need to have minimum how much space is needed? Minimum 100 GB is required. So as you see, I got 22 gigabyte free space here. In C drive, I got 22 GB. So I don't have a space, but you need to have minimum 100 GB space, free space basically. So if you are running out of space, then you can move some of the things into USB or move some of the things in one drive and keep 100 GB in free space in other drive. Okay, and in case if you have to delete some junk file or something, you can delete so that you will have some space in your computer. So this is the minimum requirement for you to set up the Intune lab setup. So what we have to do is we will create one virtual machine on VMware workstation. So this is VMware workstation. I have built a couple of machines like Windows 10. This is my Windows 10 machine, which is being managed by Intune right now. Second is domain controller. Okay. And the third is Linux machine. So I got three machines, but we need only one machine for you. And that is two machines. The first one and the last one, Linux machine. So we will be doing Windows and Linux from here, and then um, other operating system like iOS and Android we'll see on the mobile device. Okay, guys.
Right.
Any question from anyone before we wrap it up now?
Yeah, it's all good. Looking good.
All good. Thanks.
So, Abbas, you had some problem in your computer. Is that resolved?
Yeah, it's like I'm looking now. I did not do anything. It's jumping from 37 to 60, now 44, 17%. It's fluctuating. I don't know
Oh,
when
no,
yours. y-
it's not reliable then.
Okay, right. See, 15%. It's very dynamic.
Uh,
19,
so, so,
17.
so I don't know. You build one window. Have you built, I mean, have you built any virtual machine in the past on that machine
A Hyper-V, but
or never?
I've got Win Enterprise, by the way, not home. So I've built Hyper-V, and in Hyper-V I built with ISO files, definitely. I think it should be the same on this VMware box. There's
Okay.
nothing big difference. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Have you downloaded the VMware and Windows 10 ISO, which I have given it to you?
No, no, no. I'll be doing now. Yeah. No, I'm lying behind that.
Okay, nobody did. Fateh, what is your status? Do you have good configuration in your computer?
Oh yeah, pretty much the same I meet the requirement. I've got 8 GB RAM, logical processor, yeah, and more than 100 GB RAM, disk space, and Windows
More
11.
than
So
100
yeah,
GB. Okay.
yeah.
So have you downloaded the things which I had given?
No, I did not get chance. I'll do it after this session though.
Okay, fine. Ubaidullah, I think you have not received, you are not part of this group, no? Ubaidullah Pathan. Looks like he is on mute. Okay. Syed Yusuf, you have built the machine already, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I have a doubt with you, Kashif sir.
Mm-hmm.
Since the entire guys are they are into the IT field and I have no any other experience in this field, so I need a very strong this thing to understand the entire thing.
First of all, as Syed Yusuf, everyone starts from somewhere, right? So we all who are there, like myself as well, started from some starting point, right? So you don't say like you don't what you call like inferior complex, right? Don't consider yourself that you are like a fresher and everyone is experienced guy, then I will not be able to understand. That's not like that. You have to put your effort, right? And whatever the things we are doing in the training, you have to focus on that one. Okay,
Yeah.
forget about other people's experience. Okay, now you have to focus on yourself. So whatever the things we are doing, like assignment and practical, you have to religiously complete those things. If you have any question or doubts, you can come back to me always. Got it?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, any question from anyone? Abedullah, you there? No, he's not there. I think he left. I mean, he's not in front of the computer, maybe. Okay, guys. So I want you guys to download the things. I have already given you the links, Abbas and Fateh.
Yep. We will do it now.
So
I'll do it
you,
tonight before I sleep.
yeah, keep it downloaded so that tomorrow when I was actually um, thinking to complete the Windows virtual machine setup today itself,
Today, you
but
can do
you
it.
guys.
That's fine. I think. I mean, after the class, I'll be able to do it. Yeah, by
No, the
myself
problem
as
is,
well.
okay, so
Mm.
do one thing. If you guys, but the problem is there are various things which we have to select.
Okay.
Okay. During, it's not general Windows 10 we are going to build. We will have to choose encryption. We have to choose the TPM. Then we have to choose a secure boot. Some prerequisites are there. So since you guys have not downloaded it, so we'll do it tomorrow. Okay. Because the download will take like at least 10 minutes. Okay. So just keep them downloaded today,
I
both
see.
of you guys. And
Sure,
tomorrow
sure.
when we meet, we will start doing the practical session. Okay.
Sure.
You guys
Thank you so
understood the
much.
concept of this Intune overview, the architectural diagram, licensing part,
Yep.
historical background, competitions. Huh?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, Syed Yusuf, you understood the concept of Intune?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So we will do, we'll meet again tomorrow, 2:30. 2:30 to 4 o'clock we will sit, and then we'll start the practical. So each one of you will have to set up the lab, okay, by tomorrow itself. Okay, guys, I hope the session was informative. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye now.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Thank you,
Bye
Kashif.
all.
Thank you, Kashyap, sir.